Texas lawmakers seem really anxious to shut you up. This is Friday, April 25th, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State, the Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Well, we've made it into Friday. I really appreciate you starting the end of the week here with the Texas Minute. Before we get started, if you're enjoying this daily podcast and find it useful, I hope you'll share the Texas Minute with your friends and encourage them to subscribe. And if you don't, well, maybe we could just kind of keep this little conversation between ourselves. Cool? Let's get to the news. Texans can finally see the school accountability reports from 2022-2023 that school districts fought to keep hidden from the public. The accountability ratings are treated like a report card on how well Texas schools serve students and taxpayers. The ratings are based on student achievement, student progress, and how well districts are closing gaps in academic performance for certain groups of students. State law requires the rating metrics be refreshed every 5 years. More than 100 school districts sued the Texas Education Agency back in 2023 to block the release of that year's ratings. Wow, I wish I'd known I could do that like as a kid with my report card. Oh well. A separate unresolved lawsuit is blocking the release of the 2024 ratings, but those Texas school report cards for 2022-2023 can be found at txschools.gov. That's txschools.gov. A high-ranking member of the terrorist organization Tren has been arrested in Colombia after being indicted in Houston for terrorism and international drug distribution charges. Jose Enrique Martinez Flores is the first Tren member to be charged with terrorism-related crimes. Prosecutors have alleged that TDA, the notoriously brutal gang designated as a terrorist organization by both President Donald Trump and Governor Greg Abbott, has expanded its criminal network into the United States, coordinating drug trafficking and violent operations. A proposal in the Texas Senate has drawn fire from First Amendment advocates who say it could turn Texas into a political police state. Authored by Republican Donna Campbell of Bulverde, the legislation would create a statewide ethics violations registry managed by the Texas Ethics Commission. Anyone targeted by the TEC could be denied a state license, including the ability to drive, practice medicine, law, real estate, plumbing, or any other licensed trade until they pay off fines or fulfill other TEC-imposed penalties. Campbell said she couldn't understand opposition to the legislation. Well, critics have said her legislation would give the TEC dangerous power to destroy the livelihoods of Texans engaged in political speech. First Amendment attorney Tony McDonald likened the bill, quote, to bringing the Chinese social credit system to Texas. McDonald described current TEC enforcement as abusive, and he warned the bill would give the agency unilateral power to blacklist citizens from making a living. The TEC has long been working to make themselves into the state's secret speech police, and now Senator Campbell wants to let them be the executioner, and she doesn't understand the concerns? The Texas Minute will be right back.
News and analysis on what's happening in Texas. End your day with daily headlines from Texas Scorecard. Every day at 5 p.m., join me, Brandon Waltons, as we recap the biggest stories of the day and talk about why they matter to you. From the state capitol to town hall, there's no shortage of events happening. Keep up with it all. Listen and subscribe to Daily Headlines from Texas Scorecard.
Legislation filed in the Texas House by Republican Mano Diala would remove the automatic recovery of attorney's fees that citizens are entitled to if a court deems certain lawsuits pursued against them were unfounded or burdensome. The lawsuits in question are known as strategic lawsuits against public participation, or SLAPP. These SLAPP suits can come about when an individual or entity with greater resources seeks to silence criticism from the public. Texas's Anti-SLAPP law was designed to protect citizens from being silenced through such abusive legal action. Ironically, the loudest proponent of Diala's legislation has been Texans for Lawsuit Reform. While they want to limit their own exposure to lawsuits, TLR is advocating for individuals to be subject to burdensome, even financially ruinous lawsuits because the plaintiffs don't like what the person is saying. You can find the details of this story and the others mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Aaron Anderson, Joseph Trimmer, Brandon Walton, and Luca Cacciatore. The Texas Minute is produced by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Have a great weekend.